The Quake 2 Remaster is about to get a huge update with a good amount of content. The Doom franchise has just got another really interesting crossover, and both Doom and Quake have received their Halloween 2023 updates, so we have some good stuff to talk about in today's video. I want to briefly mention that a Quake 3 remaster may currently be in development, as Night Dive Studios seems to be working with the game at the moment, although nothing solid has been said, so take that with a grain of salt. Anyways, the Quake 2 Remaster hasn't received any additional content since it was released back in the middle of August, but it looks like that's about to change. The first update will likely come within the next week or so, and will only contain a handful of important bug fixes and quality of life changes, nothing big. After that bug fix drops, though, it looks like we'll be getting a larger update that includes the PlayStation 1 version of the game as a free add-on, along with some other great content. A developer over on the Night Dive Studios Discord server has confirmed that the PS1 version of Quake 2 has been fully ported to the remastered game. It's currently just waiting to be greenlit. It's unclear what sort of updates they have planned for Quake 2 outside of the PlayStation port, but you can definitely expect to see some sort of additional content pop up throughout the next few months. New community add-ons are pretty much guaranteed, and a Horde mode is likely coming at some point due to the popularity of Quakes, but everything else is up in the air. Speaking of the original Quake, it seems like the remastered version is pretty much completely finished, as Night Dive sadly doesn't appear to be doing any more content drops for the game. There is the possibility of 1 or 2 more community add-ons, but otherwise the game's post-launch support is pretty much over. It's kinda sad to see, but with Quake 2 dropping only a month ago, I'm sure we'll be getting plenty of Quake content on a semi-regular basis. Another franchise that just keeps giving us content is Doom, as they're doing yet another crossover just after last week's announcement of the Call of Duty weapon bundle. This time the crossover comes with a twist, because instead of Doom appearing in another game franchise, it's appearing on Mountain Dew bottles and Doritos. Members of the community have recently spotted Doom-themed marketing on bottles of Dew and bags of spicy cheese Doritos as a part of some sort of Xbox Game Pass promo material. The Doom Doritos are just now starting to release, and the Mountain Dew will likely start rolling out sometime next week, so make sure to grab those if you see them. I know it's nothing too big, but we never got anything like this back when Eternal launched due to the pandemic hitting right as the game dropped, so I thought it was worth mentioning. Both Doom and Quake have just recently received their yearly Halloween updates, with Quake's being a pretty small cosmetic drop that includes a fall podium, a pumpkin vanity for visor, 3 Halloween weapon skins, and a Quake 2 railgun for Quake champions, all of which are available now alongside a new Arena Kings map and some advanced video settings. Doom Eternal has received a special event to celebrate the season for 3 years in a row, but this year the annual Halloween event comes in the form of Mighty Doom's Season 7 Halloween Update, featuring a brand new chapter, a new event level, new enemies, and a battle pass that includes the Funny Bone Slayer skin. The newest addition to Mighty Doom's list of chapters is Mars Core Part 2, which is a bit underwhelming. It's just the same theme as the chapter they released a few months ago, only they introduced 2 new enemies this time around, those being the Fire Revenant and the Spectre. The level caps for your account and epic gear pieces have been raised from 80 to 90 as well, which should give you a much needed power boost to take on the new chapter. The Season 7 event is easily the best part of the October update, with the Super Gorness level from Doom Eternal being added as the new limited time event level. There are 2 special features this time around, the first of which being a buff totem that prevents you from damaging enemies until it's destroyed. This is a really interesting feature that adds some nice variety to the combat. I hope they reuse this in future chapters. The second feature isn't nearly as interesting. It's a flashlight mechanic that limits your field of view. This does work well with the buff totem since it makes it more difficult to find, but it's really gimmicky and just isn't all that interesting. It's a good concept, but my eyes start to hurt after focusing on the screen for too long, and I would imagine that it'll get old pretty quickly. The unique enemy and boss for this level is the Howl Knight, which is a pretty cool enemy. The boss fight isn't all that interesting, and they could have put more effort into the character model, but it is what it is. The music for this level is pretty nice though. I like the remix of Suspense from the original Doom, it fits the vibe pretty well. This season's Battle Pass includes Funny Bone recolors for the Chain Gun, Sentinel Hammer, Chainsaw, Super Shotgun, Crucible, Burst Rifle, Gauss Cannon, and the Doom Slayer. A new Premium Slayer should be coming to the shop pretty soon, although there's no indication as to what the skin will be or when it will be released. The other rewards for the Battle Pass include 11 weapon crates, 10 equipment crates, 5 special crates, 5 elemental crates, and 550 crystals. For only $5 USD, this honestly isn't a bad deal. If you're still playing this game semi-frequently but don't have a ton of good equipment, this is definitely the way to get the most amount of resources for the least amount of money. Plus, the Slayer recolor is pretty cool. It's pulled directly from Doom Eternal's Funny Bone Deluxe Slayer set, which comes from one of the best events in the game. Doom Eternal is currently having its own Halloween event right now in the form of the 2023 Fall Mega event, which will last from now until December. This will unfortunately be some of the last Doom content that isn't Xbox exclusive, as the next Doom game will only be available on Xbox and PC platforms. Click on the video that's on screen now for more information on Doom Year Zero, the upcoming Xbox exclusive Doom game. Thank you all so much for watching today's video, I hope you enjoyed it. That's pretty much all I have for now though. Until next time.